Okay, so this is Coach Njomi, and if you're actually writing the GCE, I would like you not to skip this video because what I want to share with you is just so mind blowing, and I will expect you to watch this video right to the end because you're going to learn something that you have never been taught before. You are going to be taught something that you have never heard. A lot of students, they prepare for the GCE and they wonder why they failed the exam. It's because there's some things that you don't know that I want to tell you right now as somebody that is used to education and used to motivate the students on how they can succeed. So I'm going to share with you how to pass your GC exams this year, 2025. How to pass your GC exam this year, 2025. What you can do to actually have success in your GC. I will share you just 4 points. If you put these 4 points into practice, believe me that you're going to have the success that you so desire. Now, number one thing you have to do if you want to pass your GC this year is that you have to revise past questions. You have to revise past questions. You see, most times we actually don't take the aspect of past questions into consideration. Most times students don't know that. For example, when you look on this channel, you will see a lot of past questions that we do, a lot of revisions, whether ordinary or advanced level. The reason we are doing that is because we come to notice that most times the GC board, when they bring for example 2025, the GC that will bring, it has already been answered. They can just go behind, take the GC of 2015 and they bring this year, or they can take 2015, 2016, 2017, mix the two and bring this year. So they are always the same thing that they bring in every GC. Believe me, nothing is different. There is absolutely nothing different. I've done a lot of revisions and most of the questions, whether biology, history, geography, the questions are the same. The only thing they do is that they mix the questions, and so that is it. So the first thing is that you have to revise past questions. Make sure that you do a lot of revisions. You can look on this channel, we have a lot of them. You can go through a couple of revisions and broaden your mind. So the first thing you have to do if you want to pass your GC this year is that make sure that you take revisions seriously. You can have some past questions, buy the papers if you don't have, right? Look for friends that have them, join them, and you people work together and revise. Now the second thing you have to do if you want to pass your GC this year, we say the first thing is to revise past questions. The second thing is to study in group. You see, group studies is so powerful because most times you might be limited in your understanding. Most times you might be limited in your knowledge. But when you study in group, you are able to tap into the knowledge of other students. You are able to grab the knowledge of other students. And you become more productive when you study in group. Group studies are very effective because there are some things that you might not know. But when you study with other students, you find that you get a grasp or a better understanding of those subjects. So it's important for us to actually consider group study very important. Consider group studies very important. Make sure that you revise with somebody. You can meet a group of students or other students. You both join together, put hands together, put your head together, and work together. And what you study in group, you hardly forget also. Believe me, group studies are important. So make sure that you prioritize your group studies and help other people so that they might succeed. This brings us to our third point, which is if you want to succeed your GC this year, make sure that you help other students. By helping other students, I mean that if you are good in biology, share that knowledge with other person that does not know biology. If you are good in mathematics, share the knowledge with other students who are not good in mathematics. Don't be selfish with what you know. You see, most times some students, because they want to be first, they want to be appreciated, they want to climb above everybody, so they hide the knowledge of what they know. No, don't be that type of student. I have seen students that were very intelligent. They always take first. But when we got into the GCE, most of them had 4 papers. And some of us were average students by then, find ourselves were high up there, and they are low because they were selfish with their knowledge. So don't be selfish with what you know, because you might find that what you actually know, you don't even know. So make sure that you share your knowledge with others. When other people call you, say, come and help me in this, be quick to respond. Be quick to help other students understand the subject that you master, they don't master. In the other hand, also, you can tell them that, okay, you will know English, and you also teach me. So share the knowledge with one another. Perfect yourself together. GC is a journey. There's nothing to be selfish, right? You may have 4 papers, you may have 10 papers, you may have 11 papers. The reality is that life is not all about GCE. There's more to life than that. So we have seen people with 11 papers working with those who have 4 papers in school. They're not their employees. So you must understand this. So don't be selfish with your knowledge, right? So we say that revise past questions, study in group, help others, and the last in my list, if you want to pass your GCE this year, is study in early hours. Study in early hours. What do I mean? I mean that when you read, early hours is between 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. A lot of students, they make the mistake of reading in the afternoon, and they wonder why they don't recall what they have read. Now, let me share to you a secret. When you read early hours, the reason you read early hours is because your brain has rested, and your brain can easily digest information. You have not eaten. So early hours studies is very important. I talk about 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. I'm not talking about you reading the whole night, getting from midnight to 6 a.m. No, don't do that. You need to have a lot of rest. I'm talking about 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. that you can actually study, you actually read, because by then your brain have a high capacity to retain what you have read. Okay, so make sure you do just that. Avoid reading the afternoon. When you read in the afternoon, your brain is functioning on 2 things. Your brain is functioning to digest the food you just ate, and to digest the information you are taking in your studies. So your brain is doing 2 functions. So avoid reading in the afternoons. Make sure you read very early in the morning. So I said that to pass your GCE exam this year, 2025, you need just 4 things. Number 1, revise past questions. Number 2, study in group. Number 3, help others. Number 4, study in early hours. If you put these 4 things into practice, you will come back to this my channel to testify, and you are going to get the success no matter what happens. Let me just give you another tip that you need to know. Believe in yourself, and you are going to make it. I'm Coach Njomi. You are new to my channel, you can subscribe. Look below, see the red button. Hit that red button and hit the notification bell. See you in my next